You gotta move it, and I know how you feel, honey, but you gotta get out there in the world and meet people, and as soon as you start to date, I know that you're gonna forget about Tad. I know you will.
I just don't feel like making the effort, Mama.
Well, I feel like making the effort for you. How about if we go to the country club for dinner tonight? That might be fun. And beforehand, we could go over to the Glamorama and you can get your hair done, and a facial, and nails, and maybe even your toenails. Come on, sweetie pie. It'll make a whole new person out of you. Come on. Please?
I have to.
Yes, you have to. You never know what. You know, tonight at the country club, your Prince Charming might be waiting, at the door as you walk in. He might even be on his horse. You never know. Come on, sweetheart. Just waiting for you to appear. Come on.
Mom, I don't believe in fairy tales anymore.
I do. I've never stopped. Come on, Snow White. Up you go. Come on.
All right. I'll do it.
Good. That's
but
great.
I'm not going near the Glamorama, okay? 'Cause I'd die if Tad saw me there.
I understand completely, and I'll take care of it.
Would you excuse me, Mrs. Summers?
Sure, I'm in no hurry.
Glamorama.
Hi, this is Edna Ferguson. I wondered, is Tad Martin going to be working there today?
No, ma'am. He's got the whole day off.
Okay. He has got the entire day off, so he's not going to be anywhere around.
Joe, just take a look at the chart. He's ordered surgery for Scotty Rod. It's totally premature.
I'll be the judge of that. This isn't your case, Doctor.
Please, gentlemen, keep your voices down. Both of you.
Okay. Joe, you won't even hear me out.
Cliff, I have to agree with Dr. Voigt. This is not your case.
Joe, I have been on this case for years. Believe me, this boy's condition does not warrant surgery.
Cliff, it is not your decision. Dr. Voigt is in charge of the case now. You must not interfere.
Thanks, Joe. That's just what I've been trying to tell him. But excuse me, gentlemen, I have other patients to see.
Mr. Voigt, I'll have a talk with you about this later on. Cliff, I hope you understand why I did what I did. This
child's condition does not warrant surgery.
I promise you I'll review it.
That's all I'm asking, okay? That's all I'm asking. Oh, and except for one other thing.
And what's that?
I think you ought to review every surgery recommendation that man has made.
Now look, Cliff, you know I'll handle everything that needs handling.
I'm sorry, Joe. Look, let's face it, this is not working out. I know you created this job for me, especially for me. I'm a doctor. I'm not a lab technician. It's not working out. I can't hack it. I think I'm turning in my notice.
Well, that's your decision.
I'm so sorry, Hillary, but it seems he can't be interrupted. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, you know how boys get when they are interrupted in the middle of watching a ball game that somehow turns out to be the most important thing in the entire world.
Sure, I understand.
Well, I'll certainly be sure that Tad signs a petition, and then I will canvass the entire hospital for you.
Thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you, Mrs. Martin.
It was nice talking to you, too, dear.
What'd you say?
Not very much. But I know that she was hurt.
Great! Thanks, Mom.
You know, I wish I hadn't done that. She seems like a very nice girl, and I feel absolutely terrible that I ruined her day.
Well, you made mine. Oh, come on, Mom. Don't you understand? Now it's her turn. Pretty soon she'll be the one beating down my door.
Just how can you be so sure?
Because I know people. I know the way they think. You always want what you can't have. It's human nature.
I thought that you cared about this girl, that you wanted an honest friendship with her.
More than anything else in the world. But first, I've got to make her a little nervous.
That is manipulation. That is not friendship.
It's direct manipulation, but one follows the other. Oh, come on, Ma. Don't look at me that way. Besides, you sound like something out of a 50s movie.
Listen, some things never change, you know. And if two people cannot have an honest relationship, they are never going to have a good relationship.
Sure, Mom.
It is true. There is nothing old-fashioned about the truth, you know?
Okay. You're right. Thanks for the boost. We'll see who's right later.
Thank you so much for signing. Excuse me. I'm sure you'll want to sign this petition. It's to save Pine Valley from the gambling mall.
I most certainly do.
Oh, thank you, Miss
Summers.
Oh, yes, thank you, Miss Summers. Right. Oh, Evelyn! Oh, how wonderful to see you here. Sit down, darling. I have something for you. I know you'll want to sign to save Pine Valley. That's it. Thank you. Oh, do come back again soon. Oh, now, girls, come here. Come here, listen. Now, we've got to get signatures from every single person in here before you give them a shampoo, a manicure, a facial permanent, anything at all. Make it very clear. There is to be no service without a signature. Right? Got it. Now, listen, we are got to save this town from being another sea city. Correct? Correct. Right. Go on, do your stations. Okay. Enid! Oh, what perfect timing, my dear. Just in time to sign this petition. It's to get it on the ballot.
I've signed it already.
Oh, wonderful. Well, maybe you'd like to help me go door to door, get some more signatures.
Oh, well, of course, I'd love to, but I'm about to have my nails done.
Oh.
It is nice to see you doing something good for Pine Valley, for a change.
I beg your pardon?
Well, darling, I mean, from what I hear, you're really responsible for this whole mess.
Where did you ever get an idea like that?
Phoebe, it's common knowledge that you sold your land to Adam Chandler at a tidy profit, no doubt. But if you hadn't, there'd be no need for all these signatures.
That is a misrepresentation of the grossest kind. Well, of course, it's true that I sold my land to Mr. Chandler, but it was a strict understanding that that would be kept in a trust as a preserve for wildlife. I hadn't the slightest idea he was going to turn it into a gambling mall.
Well, I understand Palmer Cortland acted as his agent in the sale?
Yes, but that is all in the past. Palmer is working very hard now to alert the whole town to the danger. He's going out getting signatures on this petition so we can get it on the ballot.
To assuage his guilt, no doubt.
Now, that is not fair. He spoke out very bravely on television yesterday, and he's going from one end of town to another getting signatures this very minute.
Yes, well, I, for one, would hate to see Pine Valley ruined.
Well, so would I, my dear.
Of course.
Well, attention, everyone. Would you look who's here? Look here. If you would like to meet the wife of the man who seems determined to destroy Pine Valley, here she is in the flesh. Oh, Erica, I don't see how you have the nerve to show your face in public. But then I suppose you'll stand by Adam Chandler the way Eva Braun stood by Adolf Hitler.
All My Children will continue in a moment.
You know, Professor, I would have thought that you'd be out there getting votes to see this gambling mall built by supporting this Chandler guy.
I don't understand what you're getting at.
Now, don't get on the high horse with me, Professor. I mean, just between you and me. You like to place a few bets at the track, don't you?
What makes you think that?
I'm not blind, Professor. Under the front seat of the car, I picked up a racing form or two.
I can't imagine how they got there.
I can. Of course, all I have to do is ask Mrs. Wallingford to verify the handwriting, and then maybe we could get into some kind of...
I wouldn't do that if I were you. It would only upset her. She has a very short fuse.
So I've noticed.
I would just forget about them.
You know, you must admit, it is a bit ironic, isn't it? Here you are, pounding the pavement to outlaw gambling, and you being a gambler? Don't you feel the slightest bit hypocritical?
I most certainly do not. I will do everything in my power to keep our little town untouched from exploitation of any kind. I refuse to see Pine Valley become a haven for riffraff.
Now, that's your privilege, Lenny Vlasek. But don't expect me to buy that holier-than-thou attitude. If this gambling mall ever gets built, you'll be its best customer.